Hey folks, it's Leigh and Teresa, Stringfield Ridge Farm. We're up here at the big garden. And we are fixing to dig Leigh's potatoes. They are done now and starting to, the tops are just starting to die out some. And we're gonna
do new potatoes.
Go ahead and dig some of these. We like new potatoes. So some of these are gonna be small, but that's how we like them. Some of them he's already checked out was pretty good size. Well, we might not get new potatoes. That's pretty good size tater.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of that is starting to die back. It's turning brown and yellow, and so he's digging those up. Now, like I said, we like new potatoes, which is small ones, earlier than this. There's a couple in there. Most of them are turning out to pretty good size. So we may not get a whole lot of new potatoes. There's two. I used to always dig them earlier than this and have all new potatoes, because I like to take them little ones and cut them in half.
I like big
and fry them
too.
Leigh likes big ones. Anyway, there's one you missed over here.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Sure did.
Yeah.
Missed one. All right, yeah, these are turning out pretty good size. So, let's see here and show you a little bit of this. I see a new potato down there.
Sure, I'll probably find some when I go back through and till.
Yeah.
I always
Usually
do.
miss one or two. Go back through and find some. There you go. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Some good ones.
That's what I like.
Now, what I did last year, I took a crate, like an open crate, wooden crate that had slats, and I stacked potatoes and newspaper, and that worked pretty good. But you can also put lime on the potatoes and put them in a crate like that. And my dad used to do the lime, but he also put newspaper. He done both. He would always put lime on the potatoes and then layer them in a crate with newspaper in between each layer. And we didn't do the lime last year, and they done good. I think they lasted up till Christmas.
Yeah, something like that.
Didn't they last us till Christmas, I think?
Yeah, they last for a long
time. Now that's in a cool, dark spot.
Yeah.
We put them in a cool, dark spot that stays pretty cold, pretty cool. Wow, that's some big ones.
Yes, it is.
That's what we got so far. We still got, we're not even halfway down the row yet. Plenty for us. Yeah, I don't eat a lot of potatoes. I do a low-carb diet and don't eat a lot of potatoes. But Leigh does. But I've said before, he also likes just instant mashed potatoes too. So he'll do both. He'll do instant mashed potatoes and these potatoes. And
tater.
There's some good new potatoes. That's what I like.
Yeah.
New potatoes. So I'll show some other stuff while he's digging potatoes. There's our chocolate bell peppers. They're just a brown, kind of brownish purple bell pepper. And so I'm looking forward to those. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plants like that down through here. Peppers I started from seed in the house. And then these tomato plants. The tomato plants I started from seed in the house, and we had so many that we tried to give some away, and he took a bunch to his work, and this is what he brought back, was these 6, and they are honestly doing better than our other ones. I don't know what that is at the bottom.
Ain't that usually how it works?
Yeah, that's kind of
The
how it.
rejects are
Yeah.
always the ones that
The bad thing about it is I didn't mark these. I have all the rest of the tomatoes marked of what kind they are, but these 6 that came back, we were debating on just tossing them out or something, or trying to give them away to somebody else. And I said, oh, just stick them over there at the end of the garden, and we did. And they are doing better than any of the others, but we don't know what kind they're going to be yet. I think they're all different kinds. They're mixed. We've got about 6 different kinds of tomatoes, and these are just kind of a mixture. And then we've got Lee's gigantic jalapenos.
Jalapeno on a stick.
And they're doing really good. They've already got 4 or 5 jalapenos on them. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plants. 8 plants of the jalapenos. These are the ones that Lee got in his eye a couple of times last year.
Thanks, Mom.
And we all made fun of him. And I have a couple of videos showing Lee getting jalapeno in his eyes. And so there's those. I think he actually got it in more than just his eye, but we won't talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now here's our onions. Our onions. Our onions are doing great, and they are about ready to come out there too. Some of them are really big. They could probably go a little longer, but this one's got a couple of them seeding out. But they are doing really good. Let's see, I'll show a couple of those. I don't know if you can tell from that how big they are. Some of them's really big. Some of them's not as big, but some of them's really doing good for us. For us. Some people might get bigger onions, but we don't.
Get bigger ones eventually.
We don't. These are good size for us to be able to grow. So we done really good with onions year before last, and then last year wasn't quite as good. So, and I had a volunteer kale come up right in the middle of all this, and I keep forgetting to come pick it. But there's a volunteer kale right up in the middle of my onions. I keep forgetting to get up here and get it. So anyway, there's the more tomatoes. These are the tomatoes that are marked and staked up good. And them others are doing better as far as growing tomatoes than these are. They're all doing good though, really. But those others have more tomatoes on them already. Here is a chocolate stripe. There is a chocolate stripe that's got 3 tomatoes on it. Looking good. Okay, this big mess right here is the radishes. We let the radishes seed out because we done that last year, and he come back and planted them in the fall from the seed pods, and we had the best radishes I have ever had. So this year we done radishes and got some of them. We got them for a little while, for a little bit, and then we decided to let these grow out and have seed pods so that we can plant them in the fall and hopefully have those delicious radishes I had last year. We'll see if we get the same thing. Dill, I have quite a bit of dill this year. And this is dill in the big garden. I also have about that much dill in my herb garden. So we have about double that. So we have about double that amount. Okay. Over here, we've got green beans. We've already done a picking and a canning from our green beans, and they actually need to be picked again right now. We picked them Thursday, and then Friday I done a canning that the grandkids helped me with. I've put a picture on my Facebook page showing the grandkids helping me snap the green beans. So they need to be picked again, and we'll probably might do that tomorrow afternoon and try to can another canning tomorrow night. Those, we planted a lot of green beans because we love green beans, and this year we had decided that we were going to plant more of what we love and less or none of what we don't eat a lot of. So that's why we've got 2 whole rows of just about everything that we love. Green beans, okra. The okra's not very big because it got hurt by the late frost that we had, and so there's a few that are from then, but he had to go back in and plant more, and these need weeding right now. He was just saying a while ago he needed to come weed the okra. So, but you can see them in there. These are all red okra, and then I have green okras in my herb garden. So there's the okra. Planted 2 whole rows because we absolutely love okra. He likes fried okra and dehydrated okra, and we love raw okra. We learned about raw okra last year and tried it, and we both love it. So we planted extra this year. And then it's kind of got bit by the late frost, so we had to fill in spots that died. Anyway, okay, on to the peas. These are black-eyed peas. We've got 2 whole rows of black-eyed peas. Now they are starting to vine a little. They're starting to reach out and vine a little. So we're going to have to get something in here. We thought they were bush, but they are reaching up. So we're going to have to get something in here, some fencing or something in here to get those up on. But that's okay. We love black-eyed peas, so we planted 2 whole rows of that. Now here's something that is mine, is spaghetti squash. We planted a row of spaghetti squash, but only this end came up. For some reason, the other end up there didn't come up. So anyway, there's plenty of them though, and they have little bitty pieces on them, little bitty. There we go. That's what we got so far on them. There's another one in there. I can't find him. Well, there he is. There's several of those in there. I'm hoping I get a good crop out of those because I love spaghetti squash. And then our sunflowers, I almost said sunflower seeds. Our sunflowers are doing really good. They're getting tall. I'd say that one there is about 6 foot at least. That one there, the tallest one there, is about 6 foot. So also they have, I noticed earlier today, these sunflowers have ladybugs on them, and they are really ladybugs. Around here we get a whole lot of little orange looking ladybugs that are actually Asian beetles, but I noticed today that we've got some real ladybugs on here. Let's see if I can find them. I see one. I'm trying. Here we go. Here we go. There's a whole bunch of ladybugs, and that is a real ladybug. They are red, pretty bright red. I don't know if you could tell that from that picture, but I'm trying to get down through here and find another one. Today there was a whole bunch. There's some more up in there. So we have beneficial ladybugs on our sunflowers. There's one. I wonder if I can get it close. Well, no. She left me. There's one. There we go. Ladybugs on our sunflowers. Alright. Now, last but not least in the big garden is Lee's peanuts. They are doing really good this year. Last year he planted a row of peanuts and he only, a lot of them kind of died back and he only got probably about half of a row. And he got some peanuts out of them, but not near as good looking as these. These are really looking good. He's got some empty spots, especially down this way. Everything down this way doesn't do as good. I wonder if it's getting shaded. Probably getting shaded by that tree right there. Anyway, but on this end is really good and thick. So he should have some good peanuts out of all that. And so there you go. There's our big garden. And Lee has really worked hard on. Yeah, Lee has really worked hard on this garden this year. And here's his potatoes. Almost got a bushel basket full. So he'll go down through there probably and recheck. Make sure he got them all.
Recheck.
Seems like you always miss one or two, so he'll go recheck that. And there's our garden. That's the big garden. And we have shown the herb garden. I might do another little video soon on the herb garden, how it's doing. But we just wanted to show this one since we were going to come up here and do the potatoes. And you got a lot of little new potatoes in there too. I might have to I might have to forget my diet for a night and do some little new potatoes. I like these.
Kind of a...
These little new potatoes I just cut in half and fry in the iron skillet. What?
Show them that there in my hand.
Yeah.
And that'll give them kind of
that's how big the
idea
onions are.
about the onions right now. They're
the onions are about as big as that potato.
About as big as that one right there. But there are some that's bigger than that
a few
already.
That are bigger than that, but that's about how big our onions are.
Yeah.
So there's some down through there that's
smaller.
A little bigger.
Probably needs to be pulled out. But.
There you go. That's our big garden.
Woohoo!
And we're already we've got potatoes. We've already gotten some green beans. We had radishes. We've got some green tomatoes. We've got the onions. And that's all for now.
Coming on.
Yeah, a few peppers coming on. So
sunflowers going to start blooming.
Yeah, the sunflowers look really good.
Got peanuts as they're growing.
Yep. Thanks for watching. Y'all give us a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. And watch us on Friday nights at 8 p.m. Central Time. We have a lot of fun. And you can join in that chat.
Always God bless and have a wonderful, beautiful day.